This is Katie, co-host of Coffee with Keith and Katie. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
This is Annie Scogan, and I'm one of the co-hosts of Head Over Heels Pageant Talk here on Public House Media. Thank you for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope you'll come out and check my show, Head Over Heels Pageant Talk, where we talk about all things involved with the Miss America organization and both myself and my other co-host, Jordan Butler's experiences within it. A new show comes out bi-monthly, so don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so that you never miss an episode of Head Over Heels Pageant Talk. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
I just have so much to do. I can't do it today. I'll have to do it tomorrow. I wish I could do that today. I guess I'll just have to put it off to next week. Are you putting yourself into that trap? Are you getting yourself thinking, I can't do it today. I just have to do it tomorrow. Or I'm too exhausted. I'll do it tomorrow. But then tomorrow never comes? Are you stuck in that trap? Good morning. My name is Kim Meyer, and I am here on Public House Media. So excited that you're joining me. Welcome to Choose to Rise. Today, I'm going to talk to you about getting over that I'll do it tomorrow mindset. It's a mentality that we sabotage ourselves with. It's a mentality that puts off our goals. We're putting everything off to a mythical tomorrow. I was thinking about this book yesterday. Someday is not a day of the week. If you have kids, I highly suggest you get it and read it to them. Little Max is a great character in here that helps his mom and dad realize that tomorrow or someday never really shows up because someday is not a day of the week, right? And so the same thing happens with that tomorrow. Tomorrow is not a day of the week either. And so I asked this post on my Facebook page, what is an excuse or what is something that keeps you from reaching your goals? And a lot of people said that I'll do it tomorrow mentality. And I was like, hey, let's talk about that then, right? So a lot of us, I've been included in this situation as well, think I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And then that sabotagingness, that self-talk is like, what really that means is it's not a priority right now in my life. It's not something that I can get to today. And if you don't pencil it in tomorrow, it's probably not going to happen tomorrow either. It's kind of like saying, I'll try. When you try to do things, it doesn't necessarily mean it's on your priority list either. It's one of those things that you'll get to when you get to it. But if you really are going to actually do something, if you're going to make it a priority, it's going to get on your schedule. It's going to get on your actual to-do list and get it done. So for some strange reason, we bring this like magical thinking of tomorrow, imagining that tomorrow will somehow be fundamentally different than the same hour today. And yes, a different date will come and your phone tomorrow will say, this date, this time. However, that day will always come when it's always going to be something else is going to come up. The other things are going to be a priority unless you make the things that you want in life to be those priorities. Do we honestly think that someday is going to change? Do we honestly think that maybe winning the lottery is going to help us be a better person, that the kids will dress and feed themselves, that they're not going to need any reminders or help, or our brains will be more motivated and more capable of change tomorrow just because we've said tomorrow it will happen? No. Our bodies will have gained strength and stamina overnight to crave that hard work? No. You have to actually make it a priority in your life. You have to simply object to the laziness. You have to, you could call it inertia. I suggest that you just write to a degree in both cases. Like in this case, you have to really think about what is it that you want? How are you going to get there? Create an action plan and go forward with those steps. Acknowledge that the human mind is an immensely gifted thing. We play lots of mental games with ourselves as well. And while we rationally know we can't earn things and kind of bank time, I wish that was possible, right? Like I only wanted to do 20 hours of today. Can I put 4 hours on them tomorrow and to make tomorrow 28 hours? It doesn't work that way. But, you can definitely try to make sure that you prioritize those 24 hours and make sure that you're using the investment that you have of time to the best of your ability. So today we're going to talk about taking the things that you have today, the things that you have in front of you right now, and what are the things that you have to work with. Tomorrow will actually be today in a few hours. And so all that magical thinking that you think about that will just happen tomorrow isn't necessarily going to be there. So just feel like today is today, except that you've lost the benefit of the day tomorrow. I know I'm talking crazy talk here, but hang with me. So whether it's, the mentality of, it's a modern mentality or simple human tendency to just put it off. It's one of those things that talks about like it just doesn't matter. The real question here is, how do we push back on our tendency to put off today what you could, or put off till tomorrow what you could enjoy today? How can we take advantage of the opportunities that we have today and really prioritize our time to be the best that we can do? First thing that you can do is lose the cold turkey mentality. Okay, sure, it works for some people to make a change in one big push. However, if you fixate on the cold turkey method, keeping you from actually making meaningful change, accept that this particular approach isn't always going to work for people. If you can't make a perfect choice, make a great choice. If you can't make a great choice, make a good choice. If you can't make a good one, then at least avoid making a nuclear awful choice, right? Skip the drive-through, skip the bag of chips for dinner, skip the whatever, but make a good choice is making better than no choice. So if you get 5 minutes of a workout in instead of 30 minutes, if you get a serving of vegetables, if you're eating broccoli instead of chips, if you are, losing that cold turkey mentality, if you're trying to give up smoking, maybe it's just reducing it down in a day. I know people that try to give up drinking, give up smoking, give up sugary foods, give up pop, like those kinds of things. And then they get into this like withdrawal setting, and then they're like, oh, this is too hard, I'm going back. And yeah, there are people that can totally quit cold turkey and they make it through. They've got the grit, they've got the stamina, they have the support to do those things. But not everyone's able to do that. And, going on a 180 mindset sometimes is super hard. And so give yourself some grace, give yourself some making better choices mentality, and help yourself make small changes to turn the plane a little bit at a time and get to the destination that you want in the long term. A lot of people, like when you fly a plane, you turn it 1 degree and it ends up in a completely different place than if you were just to keep it on course. So a lot of people make that hard turn and they get there quickly. So maybe they quit for a week, but then they can't stand it anymore. And so they go back and they just revert, and then they feel like failures because they couldn't stick with it. But if they were to just decrease the amount of that they were doing the bad behavior, or slightly increase the amount of good behavior every day, then you're easing yourself into it, and you have much more opportunity to last over the long haul. Okay, it may take a little longer to get there, but it's going to help you get there in a more sustaining way. Does that make sense? All right, the second thing you can do is to commit to something that will push your process forward. Behavior change experts often cite the cycle of change theory, which holds that people go through a series of steps to institute a behavior change, including a beginning, pre-contemplation stage, a denial, justification, a contemplation stage, the consideration and information gathering, and then preparation, planning and troubleshooting, action stage, implementing and substituting those behaviors, so like I was mentioning earlier, and finally maintenance stage, continuing and refining those actions. So if you can't bring yourself to action today, do something that's going to help push you forward in that. Get yourself into making a plan. Get yourself set up like with a good grocery list. Get yourself put together in a way where you can set yourself up for success. Make a list of healthier meals you could make for dinner. Buy better food for snacking that you may feel that you have the day when you want to just devour everything in sight. You at least have healthy things on hand that you're making better choices versus great choices, right? Make sure that you're getting physically active in some kind of way, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, build up to that. And if you don't do anything different today, you won't be in a position to achieve anything different tomorrow. So set yourself up for success. The third thing that you can do is make a present moment commitment. Right now is the only time that you have. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, and yesterday is gone. So make a commitment right now to do something different. Being overwhelmed by devoting a whole day to healthy behavior, or being overwhelmed with devoting a whole month or a whole week, or if you get into one of my challenge groups, 21 days, 80 days, oh my goodness, choose to make a better, but not perfect decision for an hour. Maybe it's 15 minutes. Maybe make it 20 minutes. That's all. Walk past the vending machine. Don't eat anything left over from the meeting. Don't walk into the break room when you know there's food there. Get up 15 minutes earlier and make some eggs for breakfast. Do some bodyweight exercises. Spend 15 minutes of your lunch hour walking and getting in some sun. Maybe you're taking 15 to 20 minutes to listen to this podcast, sharing it with a friend, finding other inspirational stuff to fill your mind. Pick up a good book. Make a present moment commitment to improving your life. It doesn't have to be this big grandiose thing. It's taking a small step towards progress, taking a small step towards success, and then doing it over and over again every single day, making it easier to move forward towards your goals. The next thing, make it easier, right? If you're resistant to doing what's healthy today, maybe it's because you associate too much effort with a good choice. When you're early in the behavior change game, a little extra effort can make you feel like it's super hard. Keeping healthy as simple as possible. So do as much or as little as you need to do to keep from failing. Set an alarm on your phone for a workout. Set an alarm on yourself for a good snack. I'm doing this program right now called 80-Day Obsession, and it's timed nutrition. So it's eating the right foods at the certain time of day to maximize your results. So fueling your body at the right times with the right kinds of foods to help it, build muscle, repair muscle, all those kinds of things. So I have alarms on my phone that tell me what to eat when. And that may seem crazy, but I'm setting myself up for success. I'm making a plan and sticking to it. That's one of the things that, I have meals prepared ahead of time. I have snacks prepared ahead of time. I pack my food and take it with me. I'm setting myself up. I'm making life easier. It could be super complicated. It could be completely overwhelming, but only if you choose to make it overwhelming. Making the small steps, doing those simple things on a Sunday or on a Saturday, or just sitting down and making out a plan, scheduling those alarms on my phone that are going to help me, make small victories into big victories. So when you go to a restaurant, you can simply order a steak or a salad. You can go to bed an hour earlier. You can go for the low-hanging fruit in the day. If you're tempted, wait until tomorrow. If you're tempted to wait until tomorrow, make a simple action today that can maybe help tomorrow be better. The next thing you can do is surrender to the delusion that change is about the right circumstances. It's so easy to blame a long day at work, your kids, your spouse, your budget, your daily stress, a bad night's sleep, the weather, yada, 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 yada. All these things are going to happen to you in life. They happened to me too. We had a child up at 3:30 in this morning. My alarm goes off at 4:30. That's hard to get back to sleep and get going in the day. The weather has been crappy lately. I had an early morning meeting yesterday. I still got in my hour-long workout. It's just one of those things where life is going to throw you curveballs. Always. But if you surrender to the fact that life is going to be hard, you're never going to be able to get out from underneath the hard things. So the who or the what in the universe is going to be your favorite scapegoat. Go on, move out of it. We all get cranky some days, but guess what? Life never gets easy. It always just takes a little bit of magic, a little bit of help, a little bit of barrier-free stretching, and you just go for it. People who experience the most success, the most satisfaction and peace in their lives are the ones who just don't wait around for things. They go forward and do things. Tomorrow's going to present its own set of annoying circumstances, beginning with whatever starts with your day. But beginning your day with a plan, having a set thing, even if it's convenient or not, making things effortlessness is always going to be fiction, right? You're always going to have to put some effort in. You're always going to have to do something in order to get something. Accepting reality and building your own effort around it is going to help you get farther. It's going to help you create a plan. It's going to help you get someday on your calendar, right? The next thing that you can do is get in a better mental place. The idea of committing to a healthier behavior or reaching some sort of goal itself, that might be overwhelming. It might be too much. But consider whether there's a legitimate need behind your resistance. Are you tired? Are you hungry? Maybe you're hangry, right? Are you overstimulated? Are you anxious? Are you lonely? Are you ready to eat that donut because it's 2:00 and you're realizing how much you hate your job, or because it's 8:00 at night and you resent being stuck home alone with the kids? Maybe you just need to get out of the emotional trap. Hello? The Krispy Kreme and the Ben & Jerry's won't help. The bag of Oreos, the the whatever you're going to eat your stress away with isn't going to help the situation. It's only going to make you feel worse. Do something fun. If you're home with the kids, pick out a game, read a good book with them, snuggle up on the couch, do something fun. A brisk run or a healthy salad isn't going to help your biology towards your emotional advantage. But when you do something that makes you feel good, it's definitely going to boost your metabolism. It's going to boost your emotional state. It's going to boost your mentality, and it's going to help you feel just better in the situation. Everyone has, all events in life are neutral. It's how you come to the stage with your emotions. It's how you show up in the moment with how you feel and what you're thinking about that really makes it or breaks it. So two people could be in the same event in life. They could have the exact same thing happen to them. One person comes at it with woe is me, oh my goodness, negative mindset, and they're going to live in a negative, crappy, this is an awful event. Another person's going to show up with a positive mindset and think about all the great things that are going to come from this and how they're going to overcome it and just have a better idea and see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. And they come to the same event with two different experiences. So you can show up any way that you choose by having the right mindset, right? Get to a better mental place. Plug into positive personal development. Get to choose to rise more often. Be here. Dig into things. Find YouTube clips. Find great inspirational podcasts. Soak up a good book. Get some God time in, right? If you can connect to Him and really connect to the purpose that He has for your life, you're definitely going to be in a happier state of mind, and knowing where you're going is a good thing. So you can be, cynical, woe is me kind of mindset, but why? Why put yourself through that? Choose to be in a better place. Happiness is a choice, and you can choose it every single day. That's one of the good things. The next thing and the last thing I'm going to share with you is contact somebody. Anybody. Get connected with people. We are built and we are put on this earth for positive information, positive interactions. Be a part of something that is in conjunction with people, right? Contact somebody, anybody. For the love of everything, don't think you have to do life alone, right? We are here in this earth to be part of a community. You don't have a friend or a partner you can count on for engagement. Get involved in, this page. Get involved with Choose Rise. Contact me. I can hook you up with connection. Join a church. Join a social group. Send a message today. Now would be a good time to do that, right? Even a well-designed, anything can be a place for you to kind of just get it out. Talk to people on social media, find a friend, call a home. I highly recommend getting out of your own headspace as much as possible. Sometimes it's the greatest asset that you can have is somebody, having that person or having that group of people that you can go to. Other times it can be the most defeating place you've ever lived is inside your own head. But when your best thinking is keeping you stuck in the illusion of I'll start tomorrow, it's high time that you get connected with somebody else and get somebody else's perspective on what you can actually do today. If you're really stuck in I'll do it tomorrow, you're shortchanging yourself on what the possibilities of today could be. So if you've ever found yourself in that I'll do it tomorrow kind of mindset, how are you going to get over that hump? What are one of the things that I've shared with you today that's going to help you take and implement? How are you going to stop limiting yourself in today and start becoming the person that you want to be tomorrow? Okay, so I would love to know. I would love to hear from you. I'd love for you to message me. I'd love to get to know you. How can I help support you? What are you going to do today? Right, drop all this video, something that you're going to start doing today to impact your better tomorrow. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy is a great book to pick up if you haven't already done so. It talks about the small changes over time that are going to help create a huge future for yourself. Or if you think about the penny mindset, if you put away 1 penny today, and then tomorrow you put in 2 pennies, and the next day you put in 4 pennies. It doesn't seem like very much, right? But over time, if you keep doubling that amount, you're going to end up with millions in the bank account, and you're going to be able to afford so much more in life by just investing a small bit every day, and all those small things add up to something huge. So what are you going to do today? What are you going to stop pushing off till tomorrow and start doing better for yourself today that you can compound and improve your life over time? It doesn't have to be a 180 switch. It doesn't have to be a complete flip around. It just is something that you can start small. Start with one decision. Make a better decision. Doesn't have to be a perfect decision, a better decision for you and your life, the people around you, that you can go out and serve others and live the life that you were intended to live. God put you here for a purpose, and the sooner you can figure that out and learn what that is and be connected to Him and go into a better place, the more you're definitely going to have in a great life and with people. All right? I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. And I hope you come back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be on Choose to Rise. Friday I'll be back here on Public House Media. Like, comment, share, tell other people about this amazing network where everyone has a voice. And if you have a voice that you'd like to share, reach out to Public House Media and see if you could be one of a host on here as well. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for listening today. I hope you hit subscribe. I hope you tell a friend about Choose to Rise and Public House Media, and come back today, tomorrow, whenever, and check out the rest of the amazing shows that are here. All right, talk to you later. Have a good one, everyone.